Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's show, we'll recap an exciting Bulldog football road victory. We'll check in with the Ferris State cross-country teams as they open the season, and we'll also touch base with women's tennis, but we'll start first with football, and joined by head coach Tony Annese. And, Coach, welcome to the show for the first time this fall.
Happy to be here, Rob.
A tremendously exciting game for the Bulldogs this past Saturday. I know for a coach, probably a little too exciting, but certainly a great victory, 30-28 on the road, and a game decided that on the final play of the game.
Yeah, it's exceptional. You know, I did a little research this week, and I knew they're tough up there, but I don't try to create karma against us. But they've only lost 4 games in the regular season since 2013. So 13, 14, 15, and now 16. You know, spanning 4 seasons, they've only lost that many games. So it's a huge win to go up to Tech and beat them because they're obviously a great program, very well coached. Exceptional fight, smart young men who play the game the right way, and so yeah, to escape with any kind of victory is obviously an awesome feeling.
30-28 the final as you moved to 2-0 on the year, and certainly it took a full 60 minutes of work to pull this one out.
Yeah, it did. You know, it was some tough decisions to be made, but I thought our kids handled it well. Down 21-10 at halftime, and we just continued to fight. Didn't seem to panic at all. Had some decisions to make to close the game from a 4-point deficit to a field goal to make a 1-point deficit, which I've never really done before. It was 4th and short, but we were struggling a little bit in our efficiency in the red zone. So I knew they were going to be against the win. I knew the strength of our team is basically defending the run. The opponent's run, and so our defense did the job. We got the ball back twice with 2 chances at field goals, and we made the last one with 7 seconds to go.
As we go to some of the footage of the game, got off to a great start, 10-0 in the first quarter, and we'll see Malik Taylor catch a touchdown pass just a matter of time before he was able to hook up on a receiving end.
Yeah, he's definitely a weapon for us, and we threw it a lot of times. We had 91 plays in the game, so it was one of those things that we had a lot of plays. I thought that we wore them down a little bit. We were spreading the ball around. We threw it 40 times. So it was one of those things where yardage-wise, we're almost near, very similar in rush yards versus pass yards. So very efficient, but too many negative plays. And so I think we had 14 negative plays, of which 7 of them are obviously penalties, which move you back. But we got behind the chains too much, which really killed a lot of our drives.
We jump up 10-0, but we'll see Michigan Tech come back here a strong second quarter from a team that you knew was going to play well at home.
Yeah, it was first half 31 points with the win. So I don't know. We practice in windy Big Rapids a lot, but you get up there and it's a whole different thing. So it was difficult. We didn't punt well against the wind. We did some things offensively once we got the lead that kind of backed us up, and so they give them credit. They took momentum, and as you can see on these clips, they fooled us on a gimmick play on a double pass and went ahead 21-10, and we had a chance right before half to score, which would have been a big score for us, but the ball got tipped the line of scrimmage and they intercepted it.
What was some of the thought process going in at halftime after they came back here with some big plays in the second quarter?
Well, just to not panic. I heard the kids as they're walking off the field at halftime, hey, we're a great team. Let's stay confident, stay believing, and so that's kind of what we did. And in the third quarter, they had the wind again, which Coach Curley, I would have made the same decision. Up 21-10, you want to keep the momentum going, but we were fortunate enough to kind of have a good quarter against the wind and scored 2 touchdowns against the wind and shut them out. And they had 4 turnovers, which was critical. And our defense has done a better job of creating turnovers, so I'm proud of them for that.
We'll see an interception here from Michigan Tech, but you get the ball right back, and Reggie Bell here, first of 2 touchdown runs here in the third quarter that really got you going. Yeah,
he took off there for 1 good one, and then takes off here in a couple of seconds here for another big one. And those are big plays. He's had some good runs for us in 2 games. I guess he's leading the GLIAC in rushing yardage right now as a quarterback. So kind of cool considering what Jason did, and now he's kind of doing the same thing. But you can see what he can do when he gets out in the open. He's got a long gait. He's like a track athlete. When he gets out in the opening, he's hard to catch.
150-plus yards rushing. Jahan Brown had a nice day running the football as well.
Yes, he did. Jahan's playing really well for us, and we had over 500 yards of offense, and against a Tech defense, that's always obviously a thing that you feel great about. So I thought all in all we did a lot of good things. I thought our defense played extraordinarily well. They do so many great things on offense to create troubles for you. I thought our defensive staff did a good job preparing our kids, and we played hard at the end of the day. So if we would have walked off that field losing that game, obviously we would have been heartbroken, but I was still proud of our effort and our willingness to fight to the bitter end.
Here we'll see Wyatt Ford. You mentioned the one field goal in the fourth quarter. You come back, you botched one, but he gets a second try and he drills this one to win the football game. Yeah,
he's. I told the kids last night. Obviously, he's our special teams player of the week, but now he's the GLIAC special teams player of the week as well, which is cool. But our kids last night, I said, he's made every extra point, every field goal So everything he's touched with his foot, he's made, and that's pretty incredible. And 7 seconds to go, a lot of pressure. People, obviously, in our stands are probably, in a panic. My family was in a panic, but he seemed calm and cool and collected, and he did a great job. And he's right down the center.
How important was it? It took all three phases there at the end of the football game to pull out the win. Your defense gets the stop, the offense moves the ball down the field, and then your special team's able to score.
Yeah, for sure. And when we botched the previous field goal, I heard guys saying, hey, we'll get one more shot at it, we'll get one more shot at it. So the defense went out there, and it's a tough situation for Tech because they're very creative offensively, but if you throw a ball and you have an incomplete pass, and it gives us, significant more amount of time. So we only had 2 timeouts left, so he had to run it really 3 times and hope that, we just ran out of time at the end, and we were fortunate enough to have a little bit of time left to kick that field goal.
You tie a school record, 27th straight regular season win. That one coming on the road, 14 straight on the road. Just talk about what goes into that success that you've been able to have on the road.
Well, both those things are obviously wonderful things. The 27 wins in a row, in the regular season, it doesn't mean anything to us now, but it probably will for these young men, 15, 20 years down the road. I think we played football 1896, so 120 years of football at Ferris State, and whoever played on that, over the course of the last 3.5 seasons, they're obviously going to have a sense of pride over time. So I dismissed it with you on Wednesday discussing it, but it's going to mean something down the road. It doesn't today, it won't this season for our guys, but for them to be, part of that history, if we can win on Saturday and them have the longest winning streak in history at Ferris State, that's incredible. And the road thing is just a wow. I don't know. And this is the GLIAC too. It's not like these are games where you walk in and say, this should be an easy one. They're all a fight. So for us to do the things we've done so far and continue to fight to win games like we did on Saturday, it's just an incredible feat, and it's just I'm just honored and humbled to be able to coach young men like this that have that kind of perspective.
And finally, quickly here, this week at Northwood, talk about Northwood going into Saturday's game.
Well, they're an option team. We go and play on grass, which is the only place we play on grass, so obviously that's different. But, we're going to come and, give our best. We've done that the last 2 weeks. We've beaten 2 teams that were in the playoffs in the last 2 years, and so we feel great about where we are. I was worried like crazy the start of the season, particularly those 2, and, it's going to be a battle forward, but, to start and be able to achieve the things we've achieved so far, I'm really proud of our young men.
Well, Coach, congratulations again on the win. Best of luck this Saturday.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.